Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. Gano for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone, and they can't bring him down. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago. Add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Third and 5. Throwing is Hurts. And Hurts is intercepted. His third of the game. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And that's a play to applaud, because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and a couple.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
This will be caught just inside the 10. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there.
His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Giants have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown.
Charles, they are putting on a show right now. I mean, with that fumble return for the touchdown, you think about the size of this advantage. Heck, it's a 4-score game right now, and we're still in the first half.
And that has to be the highlight, Brandon, with how infrequently we see fumbles return to the house. But if you aren't inclined to pick this as the game signature play so far, you do have no shortage of alternatives to select from. This has been nothing short of a clinic, and as noted, we still have a half a ball to play.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. On the return now, here's Ainias Smith. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down.
Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. You talk about this Giant defense.
They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
Always think back to what my defensive coordinator in college used to tell me. Playing against the run.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw 4 picks already, they're certainly hoping that he can turn things around and quickly.
Here's Johnson with a reception.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That'll give them 8 that time. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
They'll hand it to Tracy.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now Jones wants to change it up. 3rd down, here's Tracy.
This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Well, anytime down here in the red zone that you can get a running back going lateral to the line of scrimmage, that's a plus for the defense. We all hear about the offensive guys saying, get north and south, get upfield. They didn't allow it at all on that play.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Gano the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now.
So plenty of fireworks here early. 35-0 now as the kick is away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. And he goes out right around the 39. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Straight ahead, it's Gainwell. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Hurts.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles.
Here's a diving catch right side. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Got his man. It's Gainwell.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Kenneth Gainwell.
46 yards.
And the Eagles are able to at least get one score back.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown.
Malik Neighbors,
58 yards.
and the Giants are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the route is on here in this first half. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Open man right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 46. Back to throw here. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 46 yards.
And the Eagles are able to claw one back.
Elliott on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Makes the score Giants 42, Eagles 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep.
Oh, nice move. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Operating from the gun, Jones.
Hyatt there to grab it.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, he's been the guy, already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
So maybe some signs of life. I mean, this has been a defense. They've been all over the map here in this first half, but they're coming through with a big play.
And sometimes that one play is what you need. And it sounds overly simple, but this is a team that was close to being down and out before halftime. So to come back and return the interception for a touchdown, that's big.
Yeah, maybe it can serve, Charles, like you were alluding to, as a little bit of a wake-up call for them. We'll see.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
A bit more of a somber tone here as they take the field after throwing that pick six. But, Charles, the bottom line is they still have the lead. They're still in the driver's seat.
You're right about that, and let's face it, when you throw a pick six, it's demoralizing. But when you look up at the scoreboard and realize you still have the lead, you kind of put that wry smile on your face and say, okay, let's just shake it off and start over again.
To throw again on second down, Jones.
Now this thrown deep for Slayton.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off play action, Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And here's Rodgers on the return.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
2nd and 10.
They'll drop to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board. But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
2nd down and 3.
Back to throw again. And it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Setting up the screen with Gainwell.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush. So,
and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack.
Hurts. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Half 18, half, triple right for Tino. Triple right for Tino. Great. Why shift to Cruz?
Jones now throwing to start the drive. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. After the sack on first down, Jones.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Back to throw. Jones.
That's complete. It's Neighbors.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
He'll buy some time right.
And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Hurts. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. Down the sideline he goes.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jahan Dotson.
77 yards.
And the Eagles get a bit closer.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum. Or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
And Goddard going to have an Eagles 1st down as he'll take this down to the 26.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Back to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. They'll look to throw here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Escapes the defender.
And the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Well, I think you have to forgive him just a little bit here because he's out of the pocket trying to make a play. But he rushes this throw and just wings it downfield right over the head of his wide-open receiver.
Hyatt has got it.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. On to give, it's Tracy. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Caught along the left side by Hyatt.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Now Jones. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On the run is Tracy.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Jones. That is caught. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Escaping the pressure right.
That one taken in by Neighbors. And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
At the 3-yard line.
Half jumbo, half jumbo.
Now it's Tracy.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
Go north south.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Jalen Hyatt,
A 1-yard touchdown reception.
and the Giants will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Gano now to add the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Steps away, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And now here is another interception.
Down the right sideline. He may go.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
We have played 3 quarters.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Welcome back now here in East Rutherford, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano out to kick this one away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set them back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Throwing is Hurts. This one complete down the field to Goddard.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The Eagles on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That'll be caught by Shipley.
Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Giants are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses.
Now 3rd down and 7.
Throwing, Jones. Flushed out right. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Half 18, half 18.
Jones looking to change the play.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game.
And now the rookie's free. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
Go North Copper. Go North Copper. Up we go.
Jones on the RPO going to get it out to Neighbors.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
Back rows. Here we go. Hey.
Back to throw. Jones. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
Gold River! Gold River! Here we go.
On the ground, here comes Tracy.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
62 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Up we go.
Tracy going to get it on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That play doomed from the start thanks to the defensive effort of Grady Jarrett. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Go Gunner, go Gunner. Go. Don Capers, Don Capers.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give him 18 on the play.
Chip.
Here's Tracy, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
They'll go again with Tracy. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Hurts. He's going to let it fly. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Out. Hey.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He'll check this one down to Gainwell. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so